Nowadays, it's impossible to avoid the digital mediums that surround us. It feels like you can't go anywhere without seeing a form of media trying to influence you to do something. Thankfully, we as humans have gotten better at controlling how much we let this media get in our faces, but it still feels like it's not enough. Now, we all have our ways of coping with this. Some of us embrace the chaos, and some even responsibly manage their screen time and set up timers to avoid spending much time on digital mediums. But we are not that perfect. For people like me, art is where I go to vent my problems with today's society. In a way, that's what art is all about. And there is no one that understood me better in this topic than Pipilotti Rist, whose artist name is literally taken from a cartoon character that is a 9-year-old with super strength and total independence. Okay, jokes aside, this artist is notorious for how they represent current media's effects on topics like female subjectivity, creative power, and sensory immersion, on how nature and technology work in symbiosis, slowly integrating into our everyday lives to finally land into our psyche and subconscious. So yeah, you can see we have a thing or two in common. Anyway, she has also been around for a while and was able to witness the late 20th century shift from television to advertising, music videos, to what we have now. If I can imagine a world without my gaming laptop or my phone, witnessing the creation of the digital world that I consider a standard right now is truly interesting for me. Nowadays, everything is faster, hyper-saturated, and Rist decides to embrace that by exaggerating how it affects our society's psyche in a natural level. Rist focuses on building installations that re-engage the physical body in a saturated world by doing physical installations of digital media. This way solves the attention span problem of today's society by forcing you to be part of the experience. The best thing for me is that the way she did this was gradual. First, she showed videos on a single screen, but slowly started to expand her craft, to the point it covered the whole room, showing the evolution of media, and how it slowly but surely is taking control. You know what? They say show not tell, so I'll use two of her works to compare the evolution of her craft, so what I'm saying is as clear as my chances of getting an A on this final. Number 1, Sip the Ocean, 1996. So this was a large production that plunged the viewer into an underwater space that showed us how intense media could be, even at its early stages. By switching between calm and intense footage, it simulated the emotional overload of continuous media, with short breaks to breathe in between. Now, I love to see her past work because compared to what she does now, oh boy. Pixel Forest 2016, as you can see, things have changed quite a bit. The whole room is covered with thousands of suspended individual LED lights. It creates immense sensory impact by exploding a flat screen and by making the artificial pixel physically navigate the environment, showing how media nowadays is even more intense than before. Through her work, Rist meticulously engineered a deliberate deceleration by making the physical body of the audience clash directly with the rapidly shifting world of media. It gives the viewer a slight preview or look into how crazy things have gotten, just for a moment, before getting out of the exhibition and returning to their normal lives, having to process everything they just went through. And that's what I love about her work. If I had the privilege of working with her, I would make a piece called The Times Square Experience, somewhere calm in a peaceful New York, where viewers could go into an oddly contrasting pitch black box-shaped room, where as soon as you enter and the door closes, everything is pitch black, and suddenly, boom! Sensory overload, blasting the viewer with 1,000 LED screen cameras, speakers, and heck, even smells and water splashes like a 4D cinema. The whole experience would only last a couple minutes, but the effects would be everlasting, as when you get out of the room, you would be immediately bombarded by sunlight and the calm nature of the world, while your mind still remembers bits and pieces of what you just went through. Central Park would be great for this, to be honest. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed my rant about new digital media nowadays. I miss the days when I could actually make informative YouTube horizontal videos before shorts took over, and now everyone fights to grab your attention. Well, the sun's come out and I gotta do a 2-hour commute to get to college, so thanks for watching.